about the new restaurant called Karma? There's no menu, you get what you deserve. Incoming a raid, Kate Bloomer 27 is here with 11 viewers. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Kate Bloomer. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for that raid. What a great way to start off today. Hello, Twitch chat. Hello, YouTube chat. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm K Menzel. Let's see. What do I do here? I play. Let me just shout out Kate. Just a second. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Kate, how was your stream? I hope it was great. What were you playing? Oh, Batman Arkham Origins. Sounds fun. How was the Batman? Yeah, I'm K Menzel. I don't usually stream in the afternoons, but I have a Christmas lunch afternoon offness. So yeah, it's Christmassy and stuff. That's so thematic and wonderful. If you are not following Kate Bloomer already, give Kate Bloomer a follow. If you are new here, I'm K Menzel. I play retro games. Currently, I am playing Atari games. I think today we have on the plate, I think I accidentally told YouTube description that I have that we're going to play Freeway today, and we're probably not going to play Freeway today, but we are going to play tennis today for the Atari 2600 by Activision, and then maybe some other things, Super Breakout perhaps, Haunted House maybe, Dragonfire, Yar's Revenge, who knows. There are so many possible games to play. There's actually more games, well, the Activision games that I'm playing are from the Activision Anthology Remix Edition, which is why you might see some weird like OpenGL issues, because that collection was not made for Windows 11. The other Atari games that I'm playing are from the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection. That did just get a Christmas update, where they added 10 games, a holiday update. I don't know what they called it. Anyways, they added 10 games to that, and I don't know where they fit on my list, and I don't know any of that. I have done none data ingestion for that. So it's pretty cool that they're still supporting it. I think a lot of people were hoping that they'd get some Activision games in there, which is a hilarious concept that absolutely wasn't going to happen. I know that everybody would like that, and that there were some Activision games on earlier, like Atari Flashback collections and things like that. But like these days, I'd be excited to see what Microsoft does with some of that stuff in the future. Who knows? Maybe they will take advantage of the fact that like they'll own a bunch of random old games. They did do arcade games for Windows back in the Windows Entertainment Pack days. So there's precedent. And also Microsoft had that really, really weird like arcade thing for 360. Was it for 360? I think it was for 360. And you could like buy plays on arcade machines with like, anyways, that was craziness. And I think got discontinued rather quickly, or I got into it super late. Either way, I'm going to flip over. Let's get into some gameplay. Let's not get into gameplay because apparently my capture device, is just taking its time. There we go. That's what you get when you don't pre-check your scenes in OBS after upgrading a bunch of stuff. So yeah, welcome on in. Yeah, we're going to play some tennis. This is tennis. Hopefully there's sound. I mean, there's not sound right now because there's no sound coming through. Always save before pre-checking your scenes. That's good. I'm seeing that sound come through-ish. I've done none as well of the checking as to whether or not the audio levels are good and things like that. And I know that Atari audio levels tend to be high. So that can come down lower. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Anyways. If the audio is too loud, this is the audio of turning a cassette of games around. It's too loud for me, frankly. Just let me know and I will try to adjust things. Anyways, tennis. Oh my gosh, that's loud. So hopefully it's not too loud for you. Yeah, it seems maybe a little loud. Okay, let's adjust that further. Okay, cool. And I'll adjust my own headphone audio because I have that separate. Okay, here we go. This is tennis for the 2600. I need to like shift my chair over a little bit. So I hope you can still hear me. Oh, and the tea today is, in case anyone was wondering, it's like a 4 o'clock orange something. It feels very seasonal. Though it's not one of their Christmas teas, I don't believe. It was in their Christmas collection. 4 o'clock tea, great little tea company. Also, if you're new here, the bot is Firetruck Cat. Firetruck Cat is just, a delight. Feel free to pet the cat. And otherwise, just hang out. Yeah, it was in the Christmas collection, but not as seasonally exclusive. 4 o'clock tea is a tea company out of Quebec. I'm Canadian, by the way, in case I don't say A enough to solidify that in anyone's opinion. Yeah, let's play a game. Okay, so I should check controls first. There's something about these Atari games that they're like, let's check the manual and learn how to play them first. So this was joystick controllers. I can probably use my Xbox controller for this then. Yoink. Just because you pet Firetruck Cat, by the way, doesn't mean that you should expect a response because Firetruck Cat is programmed to be very cat-like in behavior. I said I was going to check the instructions and then I didn't check the instructions. So let's check again. So we do want to play like full speed game one player versus the Activision computer. I love the way that they market this stuff. But we did want some instructions. I mean, there's one button in a controller. Settle down, Beavis. Welcome on in. And thank you for redeeming Gain Knowledge Small. Heck. Fiend Honk is like in front of all of my small knowledge books. Okay, so I will do that. Well, we, somewhat learn. So I also just adjust my lighting a bit. There we go. Slightly adjusted lighting. Do instructions count as small knowledge? I don't think that's accurate. Again, it's like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. It's an Atari 2600 game. There's like a button. So the left joystick controls the orange player in all games. To serve, you position your player and then press the red button for serving. And then there are difficulty switches. With them in the down position, you can hit a wide variety of angles, but with the switch in the up position, the wide angle shots are eliminated. We're definitely not going to do that. Left difficulty affects the orange player. Right difficulty affects the blue player. Let's find some better small knowledge. Which might lead to some random stuff. The modern Spanish Navy is still called the Armada. And for some bonus knowledge, just in case you weren't thinking about Rome today, Rome has 7,575 streets named after men, but only 580 streets named after women. So that is some bonus Rome knowledge in case you hadn't thought about ancient Rome today. That might be modern Rome. Regardless, sexist street namers. I wonder how many are named around, like, are about, like objects. So, scoring is the same as real tennis. I really don't think we need to learn any more than this. If we can't play a tennis game just like by playing the game, is it even really a good tennis game? So I'm positioning myself here. Can I, oh, I like how that character flips around. That's very nice based on where the ball is. You've got to think this is probably one of the first at Activision games where we're actually seeing the ball sprite. So in case you're not aware, the 2600 has some choices. It's made very much to play Pong really, really well. That's something that you need to be aware of for the 2600. And so one of the things that is like a thing that you can have on your playfield at any time is a ball. And I'm wondering if this is like a sprite that they're using, or if they're actually using the like ball that you just get for free. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have to, oh, I don't have to press a button to shoot. That's great. Ooh. I don't know if all of the rules are being followed necessarily in this tennis game, but like as far as sports games go, I'm gonna say like this one controls nicely. The soundscape is a little unenthusiastic. I don't know if you can hear that. I'll just like stop talking. The slight attempt at a bounce. Oh, trying to go around the edge. I don't know a good strategy. Woo! For this. I don't know like if I can lob or... Ooh. I don't know the... Oh my gosh. I don't know the tennis words. Except for I'm losing. Which I think means I'm in love. That's how that works, right? I like how we're not really necessarily always letting things bounce. I'm doing that like overly aggressive thing where I like stand right at the net because I'm like, yeah, you just try to get it past me. You can't get that past me. I'm like aggressive and stuff and also not like winning. So that's not a strategy that works. Oh, okay. So the blue team won that one. Fairly good angle. Oh, now they're just okay. I want to point out that we will at some point in my playing through of all games that I own get to Commander Keen for which is one of the Apogee games that has Paddle Wars as part of the main menu, and I am much better at Paddle Wars than I am at this like much more accurate, far too accurate. This has the accuracy with regards to tennis of like a Super Strikers game. It feels. Although without the graphics and the like probably special shots. I've never played like not Super Strikers. What's the Mario Tennis? Is it Mario Tennis Ace or something like that? There's a Mario Tennis game that I've never played and I don't think we own. And this feels about as arcadey as that. Probably. How do I do like a lob, like, which is just like, how do I like know? I want more control is the thing that I want. Right? Because I want to be able to like make this go crazy. And I seem to like mostly just be hitting it straight until the computer wins. So I hope that there's not like a badge for this. And it like really looks like there is a badge for this, which is unfortunate. Because that just means, oh my gosh. I'm probably not going to get the badge for this, but that's all right. I didn't get the badge for Freeway either. I don't think. This is very representative. So I had a friend who played tennis in grade 7, 8. Anyways, this is very reminiscent of how games against any friends that played tennis would go if I've ever played tennis. I didn't play tennis against everybody I knew who played tennis because like my games would normally go this way against people who played tennis. You know, like for funds. But like so like I'm not good at this game, but the thing that I will say is that this game has very, like, I'm not good at winning. And so it feels weird to say that the game has good controls because I'm losing a lot. But like the motion feels so fluid, and like you definitely are where you think you are on the playfield. I will say that. So yeah. But I was definitely more strategic. Like I play table tennis more viciously than I am able to play this tennis game. I will say that. Like I feel like I'm mostly just hitting the ball straight. Without much like power control. Because I think probably that's just based on my position. Maybe some sort of inertia. Anyways, like Atari tennis was basically just Pong. So how many games in like a set of tennis? Is that 5? Wait, no, because if it will, anyways, I don't think this particularly cares about that. I wonder how the difficulty switches are set. If I like hit like F5, did that set a difficulty switch? Okay, I'm going to quit this game, not because I'm rage quitting, but just because I forget left difficulty is F4. Okay. No, I do want to go over here. Thank you very much. Enter. F4. And then F2. This is supposed to like, I'm trying to make sure that I can make wide angle shots. And what I got instead of making a wide angle shot was not that. So I don't know if this is better or worse, but I got a point. So I don't know how I did that, but I did do it. There we go. I don't know what's changed. I changed something on a difficulty switch and now I'm winning. So I'm going to go with like something good has happened. I also feel like you can't shoot outside of the lines. Like it's very hard to go out in this game. Perspective was a little tricky there. Also, I hope this is like coming through on the capture card, okay? Because one of the things that I will say is that for whatever reason, Atari games are, I mean, I say for whatever reason, I mean interlacing. Interlacing is the reason. But the way that interlacing is like emulated winds up being tricky for capture cards. Instead of them just like making a progressive scan on the way, I mean, it is progressive scan because it's an HDMI connection. So anyways, they do a really weird thing with frame orders and 60 frames per second that sometimes monitors handle better than capture cards, is what I'm saying. Okay, I just walked away from the ball there. There we go. 15 points. I feel like I'd like to be able to win like a round. That's like the ideal. I say as I lose another round. Oh, this is fascinating. What's going to be really fascinating is like, let's see, what's up next on this? Super Breakout is up next. Yeah, we can play some Super Breakout soon. That does involve a little bit of a switcheroo of the setup, but that is fine. Also, like, I'm very happy. And one of the reasons that I started streaming so early today, because normally, if you're new here, I start streaming. Oh, gee, gosh. around like 7 on a Thursday. But my computer was working, and so that seemed like a good reason to start, because my computer has not always been working. And so, you know, we'll see what Boxing Day deals shall bring. I found like the perfect case to build computers in. Oh, feel free to lurk, Kate. I'm sure that Fire Truck Hat is totally up for good lurk. Yeah, enjoy your lurking. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I am bad at tennis. That's what we're gonna go with. And then I'm going to hit this. Can I do it correctly? Do I have the key presses anymore? No, I do not. Okay. So I am going to quickly come over here, do this. There we go. And I'm going to figure out how to launch another collection. Oh, let's go 16.9 for this. Oh, of course, that just showed you my Steam stuff. Great. Of course it did. Anyways, we're going to play the Atari 50th collection. Welcome to my Steam collection. I do think Fire Truck Hat is at least working. So that might not be the case, though. Let's bump this back up. Okay, so, oh gosh, and I need to do the thing, which I always forget. We're going to do some, again, correct keyboard would help. Super Breakout is the goal of what we're going to try to accomplish here. I hope that you can hear the background music in this. This collection has a very different volume profile from the previous thing. The other game, by the way, that got updated lately. So we played through Colossal Cave Adventure? Colossal Cave. The remake, the 3D remake of Colossal Cave, aka Adventure. Anyways, a while ago, that got updated recently with some new stuff. So I will have to redo that at some point. But today, Super Breakout. I think Super Breakout. Anyways, we're going to go to, I think it's highs and lows. Is that where we're at? Oh gosh, maybe not quite. Is this still in Birth of a Console? Ah, yes, it is indeed. Have we not played through this? I mean, my spreadsheet says we haven't played through this. So, I'm going to go there with that. That should have that covered, I think. Stuck. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Super Breakout. Originally released as a Sears store exclusive for the 1981 holiday season, the VCS version of Super Breakout saw wide release in early 1982, featuring the iconic cover art by Cliff Swan that set the action in outer space. Programmed by Nick Turner and Carol Shaw, the VCS port of Super Breakout hides a musical surprise. Higher stratas of bricks trigger different longer sequences of notes, giving the player's movement and choices the ability to generate a semi-random, if often dissonant, symphony. Hello, Plumberry Muffin. Nice to see you. So there are various game variations: 1-player, 2-player, 1-player double, 2-player double, 1-player cavity, 2-player cavity, 1-player progressive, 1-player children's version, and 2-player children's version. And I think that we're going to go with 1-player progressive because that looks the most fun. We'll have the left difficulty be big paddle. I am doing well, Plumberry. I am enjoying this day where I have some free time this afternoon. where I get to play games and talk to fun people. It is also like, oh gosh, I am going to switch over to a mouse for this game because it's a breakout game. And I almost made the mistake of playing a breakout game on an Xbox controller, and that is never a good decision. I don't even care if it was made for the Xbox. It's a bad decision. So we'll make better decisions. Ooh. Ha. I mean, it was super, so I don't know if there's anything I can do about this angle. Let's see. So tomorrow is my birthday. And so I'm streaming today because today is a Thursday. And tomorrow, Lady QEW and I are going to see a musical. So that's going to be fun. I am looking forward to that. I am trying to get this ball to go up that hole. Ooh. That makes things go quickly. I like the music that happens. Kind of. I mean, it's not music that I would write, but... Oh my gosh. This is very progressively difficult. But I do like this progressive mode of playing Brick Breaker. And thank you for that happy early birthday. Technically less than 24 hours. Oh my gosh. Because I was born in the early morning. I was originally supposed to be born on... I think I only have one life left. I don't actually know. This is sometimes how I feel like Excel works. Just like hitting blocks until they all go away. But yeah, we're going to see a Christmas musical. Not on opening night, because opening night is tonight, but on the second night. And it is a musical called Chris Misses. And it is a Christmas musical. So that should be fun. So yeah, Super Breakout is a game. Can I change? I can do a quick menu with the button. What does that do? Select game variation. Ooh. I don't remember this quick menu being a thing before, but also I was really bad at testing out this collection. So left difficulty, we will keep the same. Let's do it. How do I be done this menu? Oh, back. Okay. There we go. So like, obviously the other thing that you get with Super Breakout is you get like the whole double paddle two balls. That's exciting. I think the last Breakout game I played was for the like, maybe the 5200. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten worse at Breakout style games over the course of my life. And I'm not trying to beat myself up, but like I used to play like Arkanoid EGA and I was good at it. And so like maybe I'll blame latency on modern screens because that seems like a fun thing to blame. And like believable, you know what I mean? But oh my gosh. Like I feel like I'm doing poorly. Especially when that happens. I do like the like fact that the music gets like louder as things go up. I think part of it is that the ball physics are just very different from the more advanced ball physics that you would get on a shareware game made in the late 90s. Oh, and my paddles are now thin anyways because I think my ball has touched the roof and that's what determines that. I also like that there's a certain amount of like level design that is missing from a Super Breakout game. Because Super Breakout just really doesn't have the same, I don't know. Like this is straight lines. I'm hoping that I'll be able to see what level 2 looks like. We'll see. You would think that I would be able to keep things around longer, and I was not. So like now I need to hit 1 brick total. I was going to say 1 per ball that I have active in the playfield, but now it is like just 1 in general. And I think I lost that anyways. Oh, because you have to touch a ball to reset the playfield. Okay. So, I mean, this is Super Breakout for the 2600. I don't know. It's a Breakout game. Is it the best Breakout game? No. Is it even really super? I mean, it's more Breakout than Breakout. So, yeah, definitely more Breakout than Breakout. That's my review of this. You can put that on the box. K Menzel says more Breakout than Breakout. More Breakout than a Breakout session and a work meeting. Because you're playing a game and that feels like more broken out of, I don't know, society's constraints or something, man. But yeah, this is just, you know, plunking along, bopping a paddle. Fun times. I think, so the next game on the list, after we play a little bit more of this, now that we've seen like both of the game modes that like matter, I mean, I guess it would be interesting to see what the children's version looks like. If I do like this, select game variation, there's like this children's version. And I'm not sure what it does, but let's find out. So this is children's. This is children's Super Breakout, and children's versions of games are like things that were on a lot of these Atari cartridges at the time. I guess Atari had maybe a reputation of their games being too hard. Certainly something that Nintendo carried forward into their systems early on anyways. But I feel like the difficulty is for different reasons on the 2600. Like, this is not like comprehensive difficulty. This is not like, oh, there's some like great, amazing skill that you should be able to learn. This is just the game resets. What the heck? This is like the worst version of this. Okay, so another review. Don't play the children's version of Breakout. It's kind of bad. So yeah, I can give a fail to that side of things and press the quit button and say that I'm okay quitting. So let's just, you know, check out what's next. So we have some details on Haunted House before we play it, and we've played Haunted Houses. So Haunted Houses is the modern version of Haunted House that was included in this collection, and let us unlock something. Anyways, let's pull up some details for Haunted House. Haunted House was a game from February of 1982. It uses the joystick. Can't get enough of Haunted House. There's a new 2022 spin on the original with voxels, and we have played that. So I don't know if that made it onto YouTube, but if it did, you can go view it there. Here's some wall art of Haunted House. That is a spider. Awful. Oh, I love the little like UPC code, like that's still on there. That is, and the price tag, 79 cents for this wall art. Box art gallery. So the creepy box art for Haunted House was designed by Steve Hendricks. Flip through the images to see the original concept sketches and the final art, as well as the final design. Okay. So I can go next image. No, I want to hide the controls and the captions. Okay, that's terrifying box art. Still terrifying. Yeah, just very terrifying. And this was the final design. So this is considered by some to be the first survival horror game. Haunted House by James Anderson puts the player, represented by a pair of wide open eyeballs, into a dark mansion and tasks them with finding and using items to escape. So we'll take a look at this. This is Haunted House. It's a one-player game. And yeah. Let's go into it. So lit walls and no doors. Let's check the lit walls, no doors, unlocked doors. Key always in the same place. Random key, 3 tarantulas. Random key, 3 tarantulas. Creatures chase. We can turn lightning on and off. That's fun. Random key, 3 tarantulas. Bat moves objects. Bat moves objects, invulnerable coast, and then ultimate haunted house is the thing, the achievement. I mean, there's no like achievements, but let's start with game mode 1. I like the smooth scrolling. So if you remember, I guess like, what was it? It was oh gosh. Why am I blanking on those terrible games? Like Sword Quest. Everything was like one. Oh my gosh. There's a bat. It's chasing me. There's like no screen scrolling. We're on floor 3. There is now a bat and spiders. Oh my gosh. We're on floor 2 now again. And there's a ghost. Oh my gosh. There's a thing that I can do to turn on my flame. And I can't turn that off again. So that's a problem. That got very dramatic. No. 2, 1 to 2. So I think I need to go like up. 4. That goes nowhere, so I'm on the 4th floor. Is there a key somewhere? Yikes. I'm now on 3. I'm now on 2. And back on 3. Like, there should be a thing somewhere, I think. Oh. I found something. Do I have to find all the pieces of the key or something like that? Is that what's going on here? Because I feel like I found like a piece. Let's go down. Ooh. There we go. Found more of something. I don't know what it is that I'm trying to build. But I think I haven't found the thing on 3 yet. Should there be a thing on every single floor? Oh, no, that's just a bat. Just a bat and a ghost. I don't know if these, like, torches that I'm using are a good thing or a bad thing to be using, but I don't see anything on 3. This feels like it's a very small haunted house. like that's going to take me to 4. And this will take me to 2. Also, it's kind of funny because the game kind of lags out when you have the torch. So, like, is that the complete key yet? It feels like it's not, you know? Like, whenever I go into a room with the thing, that goes away. No, I don't want to go through. Of course. I did run straight into that spider, so that feels like it's actually my fault. And I did run into that ghost, so that also feels like it's my fault. Ooh. Oh, did I lose my key bits when that happened? I think I lost my key bits when that happened. Because now I have no key bits. Oh boy. Like, I think the point that you're supposed to accomplish, in theory anyways. Oh, there we go. We have, like, a complete thing now. So now can we leave? So that there is, like, that's essentially Haunted House. That's the gameplay mechanic. You collect all of the pieces. You have a set number of lives. You make it to the entrance on the first floor, you get out. I was relatively successful at that. I would be much worse. So there's, I'd say the first, like, they're saying that that's the first survival horror game, and that's, like, fair-ish. I'd say maybe the genre owes a little bit more to, say, like, Alone in the Dark, if that makes sense. I don't know if people have played that game, but that game feels a little bit more along the lines of stuff. We're going to stay in this collection for a second. And head over here to Yar's Revenge, which is one of the true masterpieces, quote unquote. We've played Yar's Revenge before on this channel. I just want to point that out. Yar's Revenge being described as a masterpiece is a choice. One of the true masterpieces of the VCS era, Yar's Revenge was the first game developed by Howard Scott Warshaw. Good job, Howard Scott Warshaw. You created a game. Originally asked to create a home version of the arcade game called Star Castle, Warshaw decided instead to create an original VCS game and enhanced it with an elaborate storyline that was turned into a comic book. Do we get the comic book? I hope so. HSW, the opportunity to produce entertainment to potentially millions of people. Well, that was something I'd always dreamed of, and I never knew how I'd get there, but now that I had this opportunity, I didn't want to waste it. That's right there. That is a 175 gram flying disc, I believe. I don't know if we can zoom in on that at all. I promise I'm not zooming in on the shirtless man. I am zooming in on the Frisbee. Probably not a Frisbee, honestly. By the time you get to the 1980s, like, I know that Whammo makes Frisbees. I can't tell what kind of flying disc that is, but Discraft is the way to go for, like, ye old standard 175 gram. You want a Discraft Ultra Star. This is just, like, again, free bonus knowledge. But yeah, if you are looking for a good disc to play Ultimate with, I heavily suggest that. Warshaw was the first Atari designer to be officially credited for his own game. Today, when he autographs a fan's copy of Yar's Revenge, he signs it, "Yars truly, Howard Scott Warshaw." Delightful. Autographed copy there. Love it. It sucked designing Yara's Revenge. There was no one way to make a VCS game. For Howard Scott Warshaw, the process began not with gameplay, but with the desire to see something cool on screen. But for a while, it sucked as a game. We'll get to the, oh my gosh, what's in a name? Once a game was complete, the next task was to decide on a name and a storyline for the marketing materials. Howard Scott Warshaw found inspiration for his characters' names in the most unlikely places, the executive floor at Atari. We have the cover art here. Oh, that's beautiful cover art. Love it. The detail of like the wings. And I love the stars. Just, that's some really pretty artwork. And then there's some interior manual art. Oh gosh. See, like these kinds of designs you would just live with as like your pure imagination. I remember, when I was young, playing through... Oh, and I will switch over here a second. We're discussing Yara's Revenge, so let's have Yara's Revenge on the screen in terms of the details down there. But yeah, I remember that, like, I would get game programming books from the library, which were basically like listings of basic code. And they would have these like brilliant artwork because the artwork is what you have. Like Yara's Revenge does not look like this. That would be a really cool game. Then there is the comic book included in this. Here's a wall art decoration of Yara's Revenge. I think it's interesting that Atari sort of like sold wall art stuff, whereas you actually have in Activision land, your collectible was more something that you earned. There's a theatrical commercial like a theatrical commercial. Okay, we will see some of these videos. And then there's they made articles about the theatrical commercials. That's crazy. And then there's Yara's Revenge Enhanced, which we haven't played yet because that game is from 2022. And that game is not from now. So let's just check this out. Before I do this, I'm going to pop my headphones off a tiny second. And I'm going to pop over to slightly next to me and turn a fan on because it's warm. All right, I hope you enjoyed the chair stream there. I'm just going to pump some audio volume back up. Watch a video of some Atari game design stuff, starting with It Sucked, designing Yara's Revenge.
So I looked over this game. It was Star Castle. I played it a bunch. I thought about it on the VCS. I looked it over and I realized, holy crap, this is going to suck. This is going to absolutely suck. And I could not afford to have my first project suck. I did a little preparation and then I marched myself into Dennis Kobel's office and I said, look, instead of doing this, I'd like to do this. This is something that I think uses some of the basic game ideas, but I think this is something that would work on the system. This other one won't work. And I just made this little presentation to him. And to his credit, he said, okay, you know what, go for it. The first thing I put up on the screen was an animated character. Most people use a block because they want to start working out their game mechanics and stuff like that. I put up an animation. That was the first thing I put up on a screen. And people would go by and they go, wow, that looks cool. What does it do? I'd be like, nothing. You know, that's what it does. There it is. I said, I'm still working on it. Don't worry. It's like, and then it got to the point where it was time to actually play it and have some of this stuff. So I had achieved my goal of trying to make something interesting, and it sucked as a game, and I was exactly caught in the place I didn't want to be. So what I did was I started taking feedback, which was extremely painful to hear people telling me how much my game sucked. The only thing that really made it tolerable was that I wasn't so self-deluded at that point that I didn't realize it sucked also. Until I worked out making some of the changes and getting it through, I was in very bad shape. And I was feeling some very negative feedback from some other people. And I was feeling, you know, I'm usually the person who's hardest on myself. And that was a tough time for me. And I had to get through that before I could hear what people were saying and start to work on it. And I had to release myself from, but I have to have this, but I have to have this. You know, as a therapist, I always catch people when they say I have to. I always love people say, you know, I have to, but I have to do this. And I always stop and I say, look, you don't have to. Obviously you don't have to because you're not doing it, right? You don't have to, but you could, but there's probably a reason you're not. And the reason I'm able to give that lesson to my clients now is because I had to get over that. I had this have to that was making things not work. And until I could let that go, I couldn't make the game succeed. And when I did, it forced me to think in new ways, to think outside the box, and to go come up with some other left field solution. And when I made those changes, then suddenly yours was really good.
Fair enough. So, interesting career path as well, to go from game designer to therapist. Yar's Revenge, from an audio perspective, I think is a little rough. But the gameplay from an Atari perspective, it is one of the more fun Atari games from this era, made by Atari.
One of the product managers came by who was responsible for this product, and he goes, hey, well, we're working on naming your game. And I said, can I make a submission? Can I submit a name? And he goes, sure, why not? I said, okay, I tell you what, come by here tomorrow morning. I said, you guys won't have it settled by tomorrow, will you? He goes, no. I said, come by tomorrow morning, I will have something for you. I will have a submission for you. So now I know what I'm doing for the rest of the evening. And I don't know if you ever tried it before, when you just try to make up a new word, everything sounds stupid. At least it does for me. Everything, I can't come up with something that sounds cool. Everything sounds kind of dumb. So being the algorithmic thinker that I can be at times, I thought, well, if I can't just spontaneously come up with some name, I should come up with a way to derive the name. I'll come up with an algorithm. It's a simple title. What's going on? Maybe I need an action.
I love that. That's such
It's an action game. I need an action word.
Such a programming way to do things.
But I thought, you know, revenge. Revenge is a great action word because everybody wants revenge, right? So I figure I'll go with revenge. And now all I need is whose revenge is it? Now I just need the name of the character. And then I thought, well, one of the great ciphers is, you know, writing something backwards. That's never a bad idea. You know, the head of the company's name is Ray Kazar. And Ray spelled backwards, that's Yar. And Yar sounds pretty cool. It's got a Y in it. So it's got like sci-fi, anything with Y's and Z's, you know, and maybe an X somewhere. That's good sci-fi stuff.
That's a Z's for anyone in the Canada, UK
10-page story
side of
things. The Yarian Revenge of Razak 4. And that was the time, that was going to be the title of the game, The Yarian Revenge of Razak 4. I stayed all night in the office. I was done like 3:30. I just laid down on the floor in my office and got a little sleep. And then around 10, you know, in comes the marketing manager. And so I handed him the package. I go, here you go. This is the package for the story. I didn't realize it fully at the time, but what I had done was I had created the first backstory in the history of video games.
That's fascinating. Like, just the concept of backstories is really interesting. Let's take a look at this backstory. This, I think I can zoom in this way. So we have Yar's Revenge. This is the Kotile Ultimatum. Next page is there. Okay, there we go. Oops. Okay. No. There we go. The new recruit is here, sir. Very well, send him in. We'll dispense with the preliminaries and get right down to business. First, you will learn the secrets of our sacred past. We Yars are actually descended from the common housefly, still found on planet Earth. Oops. Apologies for the lack of navigational skills. Our early ancestors were brought into space quite accidentally, on board Earth's first interstellar excursion vehicle. More food supplies, Jake. Put them in Gallery 5. Sure wish I could go. Imagine traveling into another star system. The ship is launched with a burst of flame and hurtles through the Earth's atmosphere. It heads deep into the future. A strange formation appeared in our path. No time now to... Thoom. Eventually, this noteworthy ship crashed, right here in the Razark solar system. When the radioactive dust finally settled, the flies, miraculously the only survivors, had gained new powers and transformed into magnificent creatures known forever as Yars. We Yars populated the 3rd, 4th, and 5th planets of the Razark systems, where we established an orderly and productive society. We are able to live peacefully and enjoy our newfound powers. And indeed, our powers are extraordinary. We can fly freely from the planet to planet. We can devour any substance and convert it into energy missiles powerful enough to vaporize solid rock. To protect our peaceful community, we designed the invincible Zorlon cannon. An attack came before we were able to complete the cannon. Excuse me. Our enemy, the Kotile, decimated Planet 4 without warning, dissolving it into a radioactive field. Immediately, our top priority became driving the Kotile from our mess. We must avenge the destruction of Planet 4. We had devised a secret plan, making use of our strengths, our unfinished cannon, and what little we know of the enemy. I will disclose the details of this plan for your eyes only. Some nice alien lettering there. Oops, come on. You can do this. The enemy is based on a moon just across Neutral Zone, which used to be Planet 4. Their base is protected by an energy shield composed of cosmic cells. The Kotile hides behind the shields and fires destroyer missiles and worse, something called swirls. We are safe from the destroyer missiles in the Neutral Zone. But while taking cover there, we lose our own ability to fire and communicate. We are not safe from swirls in the zone. They are deadly anywhere. To prepare for battle, Yars must pass through the armament center. Outfitted as warriors, they take off from the base and attempt to complete the following mission. First, a pass must be broken through the Kotile shield by firing energy missiles at it or by devouring the cells. Then the Zorlon cannon must be called in to do the rest. Because we are never finished aiming the system, the cannon is difficult and even dangerous to use, so listen carefully. To summon the cannon, you must devour a cell or touch the Kotile. This will signal our base to launch a cannon in the horizontal line with your flight course. To aim the cannon, line it up with the Kotile, communicate back to the base when you're ready to fire, then fly out of the way as fast. If you don't, the cannon will invariably hit you first. Now you have heard our sacred history, learned the details of our battle mission. Now it is up to you to destroy the enemy and avenge our community. And so, another brave Yar flies off to fight the Kotile. Will this one scout have the courage and skill needed to rid the Yars of a ruthless enemy? And most important, can you help him? So here's the solar system. We have Planet 3, the Yar headquarters. The Zorlon cannon is near the Yar headquarters. It's the moon of Planet 3. Then there's the neutral zone. Then there's Planet App. The Kotile enemy camp and the energy shield are there. And then there's a moon of Planet App. All right, let's see this theatrical commercial that they made.
A fly. I'll have a mutant fly. Hello, Yar. You'll need some protection. Ion zone. Shift chroma. Intensify. Okay, now you'll need some weapons. You have a formidable enemy. The Kotile. Watch it, Yar. He has a lethal drone. And some other tricks up his sleeve. Spiral. Go. Good move, Yar. Now I have a surprise for you. A Zorlon cannon. Use it, Yar. Fire again. Got him. That's revenge. Yar's Revenge. A video game. Yeah, this can be fun. This can be a lot of fun. Like asteroids. Get him. Do it. Beautiful. Watch it. Disintegrate. let's go into deeper space. Galactic map. Sector 11. Hyperspace. Sights in. Cylon warships, attack. Steady, stand by, photons. Star Raiders. That's it, Star Raiders. That'll keep them on their toes. Let's see what we can come up with next.
We're Atari. We have the vision, and we invented the technology to bring the excitement home to you.
Outside of the very docile, we will bring the entertainment, the excitement home to you. Very fascinating. And the making of the graphics, like, that's just impressive. How were they? Okay, they used an animatic. They drew in 3 dimensions. That's really cool. Motion control cameras. I don't know. That's some pretty impressive. It's a very impressive trailer. I'll say that. Let's play some of this. Game mode 0 is the 1-player children's version. Then there's the 2-player children's version. Cannon doesn't bounce. Cannon doesn't bounce. Cannon bounces. And ultimate Yars. Let's start with Cannon doesn't bounce. Just yield standard. Yars Revenge. So I think here we have 0 as the score and 4 is the number of lives we have left, and there's a Windows cursor in the corner there. All right, so I remember this bit. I remember this bit being loud. So I'm just going to turn down some game volume again. Right, so I can shoot this stuff. And then there's the cannon, and then the spiral thing, which is like the revenge. And I hit myself with the cannon, and that's not good. Ooh. That didn't work out well. That also didn't work out well. Ooh. This is tricky. This is trickier than I remember. All right, you go, Spiral. Oh my gosh. Oh, did that turn into a spiral? That would do it. This hecking thing. I think this, like, thing that was coming at me is the ball sprite. Come on. Oh, that was so close. Nope. Ah. I knew that wouldn't work. Nope. Nope, definitely not. Oh, come on. There we go. Ah. That should have worked. Come on. Nope. Almost. Nope. Timing wrong there. Oh, right. You can loop up and down on the screen. I also forgot about that. Oh, that's definitely not going to work. I need to stop flying into the, like, bomby bomb bit. Okay. Oh my gosh. I need to not fly into that. Okay. I eat a little thing. And then I do, oh my gosh, that was so close. That felt close. Nope, not quite. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted. And then we get different, like, oh, I remember these. These are like the motion-based ones. Where like, the cannon style stuff is like silly. You can only have one shot on the screen at a time. Oops. So then you're like here and you're trying to get this to line up nicely. Oh, without running into the shot. Ah, and it turned into a swirl. It can be dangerous to, oh, line up the shot like that. Oh, shoot. This is rather difficult. But let's get to level 3. I say, as I die instantly. Oh, I didn't even notice how bad, like how flickery the shield was. That's fascinating. So this game really captures poorly, which is great. I love that. I'm curious. Can I like do anything about that? So here we're gonna play the game of let's adjust some capture settings and see what happens. Properties. Live on screen, playing with things. This might crash OBS. Nope. Okay. Just gonna move up and down, maybe a little bit. So that things don't quite get me. Yeah, there we go. And so like if I go, oh, that's not working very well. I'm safe in the radiation zone right now, but I'm also flickering on and off on the radiation zone right now. Ooh, it did not like that. I don't think it's gonna like this either. Yeah, that's not working either. Okay, cool. Video format. Is that going to do anything for me? So, yeah, this is definitely good. What if I do this? I'm doing so much stuff in OBS, and now the shield has just completely disappeared. That's hilarious. Oh, there it comes back again. What if I set it to a specific frames per second? Whoops. What if I set it to NTSC? No, that does not work. Highest FPS? So like, that has just flat out not captured this stuff. There's definitely some like frame order stuff that's going on. This is not like pleasant stuff to capture is basically the deal here. So I apologize for that, but yeah. That's something worth noting, is that this captures very poorly. So now we know that Yars' Revenge just captures very poorly. I wonder if there's a way to like frame rate lock like VSync. I don't know if there's a way to VSync the collection. But if there was, that would be nice. So that was like some Yar's Revenge. We'll just mark that as complete. And then I'm looking at like what we have next. Yeah, we could do that, I think. So, I don't know what kind of game this is. But also, I'm not pressing the thing on the right screen. So, we're going to play Dragonfire next, which is an iMagic game. And this is not in this collection. So, I will do the thing that I was attempting to do here by just looking at my, I'm just very quickly going to look at my settings, hotkeys, because I thought I had some. Yeah, I did. Okay. F2. Shift F2. Aha, F2, Shift F2. We're going to make things blurry, and then we're going to go back to one player, and it's still going to be blurry. Amazing. Okay, so I like when things that I have set up actually work. Let's hit F2. No signal. That's so weird. I don't know why it does that. It's supposed to stay the same refresh rate all the time, and the same resolution. Oh my gosh. Woo! Loud video. The Freeway intro for this collection. Having now played Freeway, I get it finally. I get it. I understand it. So yeah, let's pull up this iMagic game. Yes, I want to load a save thing. Oh my gosh, this is loud. Just gonna pull this back here. That's better. Not what I wanted to go to. Your credits music is like not copyright free. So, you know, select a game. Yeah, what did I say? Dragonfire. There we go. So we have this lovely packaging. This is iMagic presents Dragonfire for use with the Atari video computer system. So yeah, this is an iMagic game. What do we have? Game program designed by Bob Smith. Dragons have driven the royal court from the castle. Oh, we are lost, laments the king. Without our vast treasures, we cannot raise an army against these accursed dragons. Our kingdom must now languish under lizards. Nay, not so, my liege, replied the young prince. None knows that castle, with those many bridges and storerooms better than I. Give me leave, and I shall loot those lizards of their plunder and restore my lord to his birthright. Brave boy, said the king, fully pleased. But, he added darkly, beware, dread Dragonfire. Game objective. To reach the king's treasures, the prince must run across the bridge. He must dodge fireballs tossed by dragon hatchlings. He nimbly ducks under the high ones and leaps over the low ones. Fortunately, the fireballs can't hurt the prince if he runs back into the tower at the right end of the bridge. When the prince reaches the left side of the bridge, he arrives in the storeroom. He's inside a hiding place he can return to any time. The storeroom is filled with beautiful objects and a fierce dragon, whose very breath can cost the prince one of his 7 precious chances. When the dragon looks the other way, the prince runs to each object and retrieves it for the king. And when he has bravely cleared out the room of all of its treasures, a way of escape appears. He runs to it and reappears on the bridge ready for another daring raid. Help the prince get as many treasures as possible before he's hit by fireballs or dragonfire 7 times. Gameplay. First, run to the treasure room. To move, go right. You press right. To go left, you press left. Watch out for fireballs. They're thrown high and low. You can duck by pressing down. You can jump by pressing the button. Apparently, you leap further when you're running towards the fireballs. The prince can jump while he's ducking to avoid fireballs that come too close together. To jump while squatting, pull the joystick towards you and then press the button at the same time. across the bridge, and then you get to the treasure room. Push the joystick left to leave the hiding place. The prince can return to his hiding place for safety whenever he's in the room. Move the prince to every object in the room, but watch out for the dragon when the last object has been taken. Each dragon you meet is harder to beat. Scoring. These are the wonderful things that you can collect in this game. You have a jug, a lamp, a goblet, a helmet, a candelabra, a chest, a harp, a diamond, and a crown. So the starting with is the game select switch stuff. So yeah, we have, we're going to have some fun with that. We're going to start with dragon number 1, I think. And we're going to try to take as many games, as we can. So this is an alternating 2-player game, very typical of the time period. Don't spend any more time on the bridge than you have to. Cross it as fast as you can and you'll encounter fewer fireballs. Obviously, if you face an impossible combination of fireballs on the bridge, run back to the right tower. If you can make it on time, you're safe there. In general, just keep moving. That makes a lot of sense. This really seems like it shouldn't be that difficult. But we're going to play it anyways. Maybe it's very difficult. I don't know. I have never played this game before. So, yeah, this is Dragonfire. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing is that I haven't started the game yet. Oh my gosh. First thing I'm noticing is that I'm not ducking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the Dragonfire is crazy. You can't even see the Dragonfire much on the screen. But I got all of the treasures. So that was good. Or I died. One of the two. I think I died. Oops. Ouch. Is that a winning thing? Did I win? I'm pressing the button. Oh, I see. I went to the safe zone and I needed to go into the exit zone. And I needed to not jump. Okay. Okay, I understand. I understand, but I'm bad at it. Oh my gosh. The lower treasures are difficult. Don't run out and collect the lower treasures when you can't do anything about it. I'm really bad at the second bridge and the first bridge. Oh my gosh. This is dragon number 2. Oh my gosh. This is the difficult game. And like, obviously due to sprite limitations and the fact that this won't V-Sync, you're not seeing everything on the screen. I wonder if I can do that with interlacing. I probably can't. Let's see if this makes it any better. If I go this and I say blending mode and I say deinterlacing and I say linear 2x? Is that going to show more of stuff? No, that does not work. Deinterlacing, let's try blend 2x. That works a lot better, honestly. Okay, let's try that. That looks better in OBS anyways. I'll have to remember that. I will also have to remember that getting shot in the face is not the goal of this game. Oh my gosh! It isn't. Like, it really isn't. And also, if you're touching any part of the green tower, you just get a pass until fire hits you in the head. I thought those dragons on the, like, tower thing were, like, telling you what you were looking at. Like, I thought that was how many lives you had. But it's not. I do like the, like, semi-comedic death animations. This dragon is a jerk. I do not recommend being friends with this dragon, just in general. I also do not recommend fireballs to the face. But I feel like I might be getting better at this game. Oh my gosh. When I go off the screen, by the way, that is like part of the game working as intended. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm very bad at Dragonfire, is what I'm learning. Very, very bad. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game. Let's swap over then to something I might be better at, which is commanding a chopper. I wonder if there's like, there are like things. So chopper command is, I believe, a good. That is a standard Atari 2600 game by Activision. So let's figure out what chopper command is by starting the game. So I have two choppers. Oh my gosh. Are those good trucks? I don't even know if those are good trucks or not. Am I supposed to be protecting the trucks, is my question. Ooh. I can't do anything about those trucks, but you do run into them. Good to know. I'm presuming I'm supposed to, like, kill all of these enemies. Before they kill all the trucks. That's my guess. I don't like their, like, stupid up and down bomb things. And the, like, scrolling back and forth is weird. Ouch. Does the world loop around? Because, like, there's... Oh, my gosh. I'm just looking more at the bottom screen than I am at the main screen. Turning around is difficult. And then I died. Okay, so... Okay, that's those ones. Oh my gosh. I find this a lot easier if you take it slowly. There we go. So this is basically just a game where you go through, and the most fun way to do it is the least exciting way. hoppy little helicopter? Apparently, I've unlocked a new gameplay mode in this collection. Which, not something I want, but like, good to know. I've also unlocked the Chopper Command commercial. That's nice. Oh my gosh. That chopper lasted like so not long. Oh my gosh. My aim is atrocious right now. Come on. I bet at 10,000 I get like a medal. Oh my gosh. Ah. Hoppy little helicopters. Grr. Okay, just taking things slowly. Apparently I've unlocked the Chopper Commandos patch. I'm also about to die. But I do have one last, like, life. Because that was also, like, the end of that. So, let's explore a little bit of this content that we have. As I turn my blending mode back off. Deinterlacing, disable. I do need to hotkey that, I think. Okay, so we've learned Chopper Command. We go here. We press enter. No, we go to the side. There we go. We have a commercial.
About face! Suck it in, Shorty! Yes, sir! What's that? Yes, sir! Smash!
If you've got the guts, we've got the game. Chopper Command by Activision for the Atari video computer system.
Command firing! Give it to him! Look out! Attack! Watch your radar! Retreat! Oh! You men got the guts? Yes, sir! Well, get your own game. Chopper Command by Activision.
Toxic masculinity in video game commercials as early as 1982. And let's just take a look at the patch there. Oh, the sound is so loud. And there we go. Activision Chopper Commandos. That's what we were looking for. So I'd say that game is complete. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. So, yeah. In Atari land, we have a bunch of stuff that I haven't done in the Atari collection because I don't know when things are supposed to be. But in the Activision side of things, I am tempted. There's some fun stuff coming up in 1982. So one of the games that's coming up in 1982 is Pitfall. And I think that I don't want to do Pitfall this stream because Pitfall is kind of like, I don't know. It's like, it's a thing that like matters. My Excel is being a jerk right now and that's fine too. And I want to like find out how to key combo that thing in OBS. So I think, what I'm going to do for the purposes of, Twitch, I'm going to, oh boy, seek out a place to raid. Let's see who's playing some fun stuff. Let's raid in that direction. Okay, so for those watching on Twitch, we're going to raid Bad at Buttons. if Twitch will let me do that. Yes, there we go. We're rating Bad at Buttons, who is currently playing Breath of Fire. And for everybody on YouTube, I'll just wrap up the stream. Have a good day, everybody. And yeah, hopefully, I have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. Thank you, Plumberry. I hope I do too. And yeah, we're gonna just call it a night here. It looks kind of snowy and something outside. I just looked outside my window and I saw green, so that's a weird color. It's like a dark olivey green, the sky outside. And yeah, I don't know. That's just fun. So yeah, I think hopefully we'll stream next week if work stuff isn't too crazy. If not, probably the week after, possibly on like a Friday afternoon, the week after too. Who knows? But I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you all later.